Hello, ladies and gents. It's Tom here once again from the West Ham Faithful. Yes, I have been gone for a while. I haven't uploaded a video since the day we won the Europa Conference League. As happy as that time was, I made a vow that I wasn't going to make a video until all the Declan Rice stuff had been done and dusted. Little disclaimer before I go on with my video, it's not a positive one. I'm probably going to go on a rant. I'm not happy at the moment, and I'll give you my reasons why. Now, let's just go back a couple of weeks when the day after we had won the Europa Conference League, and David Sullivan goes on TalkSport publicly saying that Declan Rice wants to go, all this, that, and the other, basically starting a bidding war, thinking about his pocket. Now, the biggest problem I had with the whole situation was, for one, the contract that we had offered Declan Rice was an 8-year contract, which essentially would have bought him out of being bought. No one's going to go near a player on an 8-year contract, especially a world-class one. Declan Rice was extremely important to us as a team, as a captain. I mean, we all kind of had it in our heads that eventually we knew he was going to leave. We just wanted him to leave for the right team. You know, I no disrespect to Arsenal, but I wanted him to go on and be an elite player, go on to do bits, win trophies left, right and centre. Now, let's be real. All he's going to win at Arsenal is an FA Cup or a Carabao Cup. I loved him as a person before the transfer, and I just wanted to see him go on and do well. I think that's the reason why a lot of us got riled up about the transfer. Him going, I want to win all this, and then eventually joining the second most successful team in London over the team. Like, I can understand why he didn't go back to Chelsea. I understand that they're not in European football. That is completely contradictory of what he was saying. But he contradicts himself again anyway by joining Arsenal. At least Chelsea have won the Champions League in the last 5 years. Arsenal have got to one final and they lost. And that was when Thierry Henry played for them. I remember watching that Champions League final as a kid. Anyway, so moving on, we end up getting 105 million, which I think is a banging deal for West Ham. I can't say banging enough. I think it's 35 million max more than what he's worth. Declan Rice is a world-class player. But it was just a situation similar to Aston Villa and Grealish and Man City. Grealish was their captain, important player. Only a couple of years left on his contract. But what Villa did that we didn't was, before they decided to sign the paperwork to let Grealish go, they spent the money before they received it. What was stopping West Ham doing that? We made a public bidding war between Man City and Arsenal without signing no one. And the idiots that tried to tell me, oh, we spent the Rice money last season. No, we didn't. Because if we spent the Rice money last season, we would have known that we would have had to spend more money this season, which would have made us... I don't care about financial fair play. Man City's got away with it. Newcastle's going to get away with it. I'm pretty sure Sullivan's got a decent enough fucking lawyer to get around these situations. We've got Kretinsky on board. I'm pretty sure there's a company like Kretinsky has involvement with that would happily sponsor us to do the same thing what City does and Newcastle and so on and so forth. PSG, fucking anyone who's owned by an Arab. We could have done that to get around the financial fair play, but we haven't. We could have went and bought players with the Rice money before we had got it, but we didn't. And another thing, for anyone who does try to say we spent the Rice money last season, what were we doing for the previous three seasons before that, since Pellegrini left, where we spent fuck all? Where was that money? Where's that? Because in my eyes, That's the way I was seeing it last season. When we spent all this money, that's why we didn't spend. We spent fuck all in the summer before. That's why we spent fuck all in January and didn't push on to get top 4 that season. No, that's why. That's why, because we wanted to have that big splurge. That's what I had in my head. I don't know the ins and outs. I'm not an analyst for fucking finances for the club or anything like that. No way or form. This is just my opinion. But anyway, moving on from that. Now, we get Tim Steidten in. Great reputation. He got Kevin De Bruyne. He took Kevin De Bruyne to Wolfsburg. He is the man responsible for that deal, along with many other players who have been great success in the Bundesliga, Premier League, who have then gone on to different leagues and been successful players. He's obviously got a knack for finding young players, high potential, with a lot of potential, and earning clubs money. It's his job. It's what he does. Now, I watched multiple videos amongst other West Ham fans, notably Gonzo, talking about the situation. Then you had Nick from Claret and Booze. There was a bit of backwards and forwards between them two. It was quite entertaining, by the way, guys. I liked it. Just saying. A little bit of competition and backwards and forwards never hurts no one. I like all that. But we're all West Ham at the end of the day. We have differences of opinions, and everyone's got someone else whispering in their ear. Now, obviously, it came out that Tim Steidten and David Moyes weren't getting on. They weren't getting on. They couldn't agree on fuck all, and it would make sense as to why signings are being so slow, non-existent. And it's just a fucking shit show. And then obviously it came out that, oh no, people are making up stories and stuff like that. And then now recently, I think yesterday, it came out from, was it Steinberg? Was it Steinberg? I'm not sure, might be wrong, but I think Steinberg come out and said that he's done a bit of digging around and the rumours were in fact true. It's an absolute shit show. Behind the scenes is a mess. So not only have we had to endure most of the summer with Arsenal fans doing all this, that and the other on social media, acting like they're fucking kings of the world. Anyone else would have thought Arsenal were prime Real Madrid or prime Barcelona with the way they fucking go on. But we've had to endure that all summer. We've got no one putting a smile on our face in terms of confirmed signings. All it is links here, there and everywhere. And when we do bid for players, we stupidly lowball it. Now, we said from the off we want 100 million, yeah? We stood by that and we had every right to stand by that. Just the same way as every other club we go in for, knowing that we're desperate for in CDM is going to overprice us on what the players are actually worth. McTominay's not worth 50 million. McTominay for Scotland's worth maximum 30 million. McTominay for Man United is about a £20 million player. Maguire, I don't want to see that shithead come anywhere near my club. Don't get me wrong, you're working him in a Moyes system. But how long are we dealing with Moyes for? I've got my fingers, toes and my fucking balls crossed that 5 games into the season, he fucks off. I've never, ever, ever wanted West Ham to lose. I've never, ever wanted West Ham to lose, but I'm edging very close to just wanting us not to lose, but just to have a poor start to the season. So Steidten has Moyes banged to rights and sacks him. It's deflating. It's deflating. Look at my posture. I've had enough. I've had enough of the bollocks. And then yesterday's the first pre-season game we have where we all had a bit more of an insight on how Moyes was going to start the season, as like we're getting closer. I think we've only got one more pre-season game to play before we play Bournemouth And it was eye-opening. Yeah, it was eye-opening because every other team that he put out in every other friendly was stronger than this one. Started Danny Ings up top by himself like he's fucking Mikel Antonio. Oh yeah, let's put Fornals out on the right wing, even though he's played centre mid throughout the pre-season and played really well. The ball he put through to Skamaka against Tottenham fucking was beautiful. But yeah, no. I see the progress, progress, Pabs. But you know, old Moisey, he knows what he's doing. No, he fucking doesn't. No, he doesn't. He does not know what he's doing. The geezer's tactically inept. Fucking, oh. He continues to play Benrahma. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Benrahma. I think he's a wicked player. But he does not, he needs a new manager. Benrahma needs a new manager. The way we build up play just doesn't work with Benrahma. Benrahma holds the ball too long. He's more of a possession-based player, and there's nothing wrong with that. And amazingly, he manages to come up with assists and goals on a regular basis. And it's not his fault. Because the way Moyes has him play it just feels like he's slowing down the play. When it's not, it's just the way he plays. If he had a team built around the way he plays, he'd be fucking mustard. It's just like every time I see Benrahma play, I get frustrated because Benrahma's playing how Benrahma plays, but that doesn't suit how Moyes plays. Anyway, moving on. It's an absolute shit show. It's an absolute shit show. This is the West Ham shit show. I did give a disclaimer that it wasn't going to be positive and I was going to have a rant. And yeah, here we are. Well, moving on. Let's move on. Let's talk more about signings, yeah? Is West Ham actually signing Carlos Borges? Or is it just like something to keep us off their back? Because at this rate, I won't be surprised if there's SB out fucking banners and protests from the start of the season if we don't get our asses in gear. And I know we have a reputation of doing a lot of our deals at the end of summer, but that don't work. It don't work. Look how look how we started the season last year. It was evident from the off that we was going to be in trouble. Now, the one thing that I have hope in is if we do have a poor season, Steiden does have a reputation for sacking managers early on if he can see it not going right. He did it with, I think it was Leverkusen, the team he was with before, and brought in Xavi. Was it Xavi? Yeah, I think it was Xavi. And they ended up finishing, I think, 8th when the season before they finished 6th, but the season before they had a half decent season all the way through. This season, the Leverkusen manager only got sacked 8 games in. So obviously, Xavi managed to do that in 32 odd games, which is quite impressive. And I would be excited to see who Steidem will bring in, because it won't be Moyes, because it won't be anyone like Moyes. It will be someone who will work in tandem with Noble and Steiden, and they'll all work together trying to promote youth. West Ham has an amazing academy. Why are we not exploiting it? Why? Because we got a dinosaur. That same dinosaur, even when he was a young dinosaur, overlooked Wayne fucking Rooney, to the point that Wayne Rooney was sitting in the Everton dressing room as an Everton fan, looking around saying, I'm better than all these lot. Yeah, I'm sitting on the bench. You know what? I'm going to fuck off to Man United. And he did and had a successful career. Sebastian Haller doesn't need no talking about. Moyes tried to ruin him, and he's doing the exact thing to Gianluca Scamacca. Gianluca Scamacca, when he came on yesterday, everything about him just stank of, I don't want to be here no more. And I was in a bit of denial. Before, I hope he stays. I mean, he's that fiery Italian that that we ain't had that since Di Canio. Do you know what I mean? It's depressing because with the right manager, he could have been a great success. He could have been motivated. Imagine a Scamacca pumped. Imagine a Scamacca on the ball, ready to go. Wanting the same Scamacca that played for Sassuolo. That exact same Scamacca in the Premier League would have defences would be shitting themselves. There was a reason why he come with such a high reputation. Euro experts were saying West Ham's got a top striker here. Italian. I don't know what happened there. Italian international. At the height of his career. But David Moyes can't use him. He needs Scamacca needs players around him. He had Raspadori at Sassuolo. We can't have... Paqueta isn't that midfielder. We wanted him to be that mid... That's what Moyes wanted him to be. But he isn't. So, we've got to kind of fill that void. We've got Ben Rama there. Ben Rama could be that player. But no, he wants to stick him out on the left. Ben Rama can play centre attacking midfield. And he's good with the ball at his feet, just like Scamacca. That tippy-tappy stuff. It's their bread and butter. But Moyes is so fucking thick. So fucking idiotic. And this isn't just a reaction to the pre-season yesterday, because that's a bit of an overreaction. This is my reaction to the whole fucking summer. Like I said, I have not made a video, and I was so... After Rice leaving for Arsenal, I didn't want to put my face in front of camera. Did not want to do it. But yeah, it is what it is. He's gone now. We move on. We got the money. Like I said, I think it was a banging deal. But the way we've conducted our business has been so fucking stupid. And it's extremely frustrating. So yeah, I know I'm not alone. I've seen other fan channels pretty much on saying along the same lines as me. But this is the West Ham faithful, even though I'm not feeling a lot of faith at the moment. If you like this video, or you like seeing me rant and go on one, hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. I'm going to bring you back. I'm going to be back with regular content from now. And I've got a feeling this isn't the last time I'm going to be making videos like this. But anyway, hopefully the future is bright. Come on, you Irons.